A neighbor tells us the water came from the main highway down 1st Street here. It crossed in his front yard, didn't get to his basement or his house, and then it headed down Collins Street where it did flood some more yards and some more basements before it got to the Musselshell River.
Just out there.
The water has receded, but on Thursday night, much of the small town of Lavina was underwater. The Tinker family was one of many dealing with too much water in the front yard. It did cause some expensive damage.
It took out our well, which is just right out our back door. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a backhoe in, and we'll probably end up bringing it above ground because it's in ground now.
The water turned part of the family's yard into a pond, and it was a scene repeated from one home to the next throughout the neighborhood.
Last night, we felt like we were Noah's Ark. I mean, we were totally surrounded.
Doppler radar indicated 3 to nearly 4 inches of rainfall near Lavina Thursday night. The Tinkers say this is the worst flooding Lavina has seen since 2011, 13 years ago.
2011 was the last time it did this.
Pretty substantial. We had a lot of damage to our bridges. We had to fix those. We had FEMA come in.
Golden Valley Sheriff's Deputy Catherine Ford says crews, which included the sheriff, work until 5:30 in the morning pumping the water out of the yards.
The best of my understanding, the sheriff's had about an hour of sleep in the last 48 hours.
The deputy says the water flowed down the highway and crews diverted some of the water when it hit Lavina. Ford is also the county's deputy DES coordinator and says there was also some flooding in Rygate. But as is the case in most small towns like Rygate and Lavina, neighbors help neighbors, rallying around one another to mitigate the damage.
By them pumping the water out, it didn't make it here, thank God.
Kind of the whole county, we don't have a lot of people here and everybody knows everybody. So we try to chip in and help.
In Lavina, David J., MTN News.